Hello, this is Bino. Welcome back to my channel. I'm an arborist and a tree climber specialist, and what I like to do on my channel is share tree climbing tips with beginners and experts. What I want to talk about today is shot bag and manipulation. Alright, let's get to it. I have to say that I have a love-hate relationship with a shot bag. Sometimes it can be the best thing in your toolbox because you could shoot a line on your first try and you got it set and you're happy, you get to the top of the tree, you do your work. But a lot of times there's extra things you got to do. It gets tangled, it gets stuck on a limb, your string gets all knotted up. What I wanted to talk about is manipulating. So what we already did is we've already thrown a line up in our tree here, and it's past what we want. What I was hoping to do is go around the main stem. It's a V crotch, and I've gone above it and past, overthrown it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this cord up. I'll bring my shot bag over to this crotch, and hopefully I can swing it back into the crotch that I want. So I've way overthrown it by like 10 feet. So what I'm going to do is I'll slowly bring it up. There we go. And I got to be gentle because I don't want to, what I don't want to do is overthrow it and just lose my crotch completely. There it goes, there. Getting closer. So getting closer, can't see. I'm over a limb here. Oh, there we go. Hold on. Let me get back on that side there. Let me see. Now, since I snagged a small little twig, I think I'm going to try to get rid of that twig because I don't want to lose what I got. Hang on. So I'm going to see if I can get it back down. There we go. There. I lost that little twig. And I get that branch out of my way because it could mess me up. Let's see. Okay. There you go. Yeah, definitely in my way. Alright. Well, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to go over anyways and see if I can bring this ball over to the side that I want. There it goes. There. Okay, now that I cleared that branch, and let's see if I can get this to go into the crotch that I want. So I'm going to do some quick tugs. What I'm going to try to do first is get it over this thicker branch. There. Now it's over that branch, and now I'm going to try to swing it so it goes over the initial branch that I was hoping for. There it goes, and it's over. There. Now, what I've done here is I've isolated my line to that main stem, the one I was hoping for. There you go. Now what I'd do is just connect my rope, I'd send it over, and I'd be able to do, say, MRS system. Alright, so the next thing I wanted to show you is if you overshoot a few branches and how to use two shot bags. Alright, we'll get to it. So what I've done already is I've thrown a ball over the tree, and it's gone over a few branches. So you can see this lower branch, and then if you keep on looking, I'll point out where the other ones are. So here's the first branch. That's the center leader. I don't want that one. Actually, I will do the climb over here on the number 2 branch. But you can see that it's over some branches on the first section, and then if you come further over in this direction, it's come over and it's on the outside here. Now you can, if you can get a look up, you can see it's going over just a bunch of branches. So I want to try to isolate the second branch. So what I'll have to do is I'm going to go back to where I first started the throw, and I'm slowly going to pull the ball up. So here's where I'll start pulling the ball. You might want to get a shot of where the ball's going up, Noah. Right over there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over all the outside branches. I'm going to hopefully do it slow enough to where it doesn't pop out. And I'm going to try to get it to fall toward the tree. Here we go. And once I get past this branch, slowly. All right, now I'm up against the trunk. Now I'm lowering it slowly. All right. All right. All right. Cool. So that's the first part. Now that I have it here, it's clear and it's open. I'm gonna take this bag off because the other bag I have connected to this shot bag is really light. Sometimes you need extra weight. So I'm gonna leave this cord here, this line, and I'm gonna walk back to the first part where I threw. I'm gonna go to this part here. I'm pulling this out. So I already have a bag connected here, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a girth hitch. I'm just gonna make a girth hitch and put it on this. All you gotta do to do a girth hitch is you make a bite, right? And then send it through. Hold on, I messed up. You gotta throw the line through. You put the line through here and send it through. That's the girth hitch. There. So it's not really close together, but that will work. So now I'm gonna go back to the other side where I have it clear, and I'm gonna feed this one back up through. So in doing this, I'm gonna go over that central leader that I didn't want. I'm gonna speed up a little bit because here we go. Okay, here we go. It would have been better if I put the two bags closer together. I wasn't really paying attention to that. So now it's going to feed back through everything. See, it's now here goes. I'm getting to the close to the center leader, and there, past it, and then boom, there. Now what I'm going to do is just send it back down to me. And now at this point I have it isolated, and I can do a climb from here if I'm going to do an MRS system. Alrighty. Next thing we're going to work on, or I'll show, is something called the stick trick. It's almost the same setup as this, but if you didn't have, say, a secondary shot bag, you can use a stick. The next thing we're going to work on is something called a stick trick. We've lowered our throwing, lower. Hopefully we could see it better. We're hoping you guys will be able to see the other ones. So what I've done is I've thrown this direction, and I've gone over a branch and then over another branch. And I'm saying, for the sake of the video, is that this is going to be my tie-in point. So I only have one shot bag, and I want my climbing line to come over and isolate here, and I don't need that. So what you need for this is an extra clip. So here we go. And well, if you have an eye, it's even better. So you get your carabiner and you connect it to the eye, and then you get your shot bag and you connect it to this clip. Now this little clip right here is just kind of holding it in place. And you want to be delicate. This is not something we're going to be yanking around. You could also use just regular like a keychain clip. Just connect to the carabiner. Now what I'm going to do is, now that I have this set up, I'm going to go to this other side, and now I'm going to pull it and get my rope over the crotch. Okay, and this is really low. I mean, if it was higher, it'd be a better example. I'm not going to pull too much over. I'm just going to get enough so hopefully it just falls. Let me see. I want to get around that branch right there. All right, well, no, that'll probably work right there anyways. So the shot bag goes to the ground. You got your line over the crotch, and you still got to bring your line down. So what you can do is get a tiny stick, got a little stick here, and do a hitch, like a clove hitch. And get the clove hitch, and I'll put the stick in here, put it in at a balance point, because what you're going to try to do is capture the carabiner, that little key hook, the little tiny carabiner. Now that I got this set up, now I'll go back to the shot bag side, and now I'm going to pull. Go slowly. Go over all those other branches. Bring the stick over here. Now it connects to that keychain, and now I can bring it down. And I've isolated my line, and I'm ready to go ahead and do the climb on the branch that I wanted. Alright, there you go. Well, there you go. There's a few different ways to manipulate your climbing, your throw bag. Gotta say, there's so many different ways and that you can do it. The thing about it is it really takes practice. Sometimes you can have horribly bad days where you knot everything up, but a shot bag skill is great to learn. And what we just shown here is just just 3 different ways. There's like, I bet you there's like hundreds of ways you can do it, manipulating and going through different lines, maybe even multiple shot bag lines to get into a tree. Those are just 3 different ways that, if with practice, you can actually get into a tree pretty quickly. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Comment, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you like what we do, and by all means share our videos with your friends. Alright, we'll see you next time. Take care.